Time for us to go.
Well met.
Hmm. We're supposed to infiltrate the fortress. Don't recall the direction though. Probably can't go more than one place. But follow the river. Supposed to be infiltrating, so we'll keep the group size small, not summoning extra fighters. This light, it's so bright. Where exactly do we need to go? Just follow the river until we reach some place. Village should be occupied by hostile forces now. Probably don't want to go there. Just follow the river. Okay, what? We got some kind of an item that we need to use to. No, it must be this. Height. Okay. Just wanted to know what it looks like. I can feel we have left the light. Our vision comes back. It's no concern for me though. Feel blessed by love. Slow. Water from above has washed depths into the cavern wall. Use innate draw ability of levitation to hover up to the next level. I'm guessing you haven't been sucking up too low. You would not be able to use these abilities. You have to rely on your own strength. Bro. Lock door. I'd like to save as much resources as possible for the actual fight. Signpost. His wooden signpost best days are long gone. There has been a writing long ago, but time and the humid atmosphere of these tunnels have rendered it unreadable.
You are not worthy!
He's better at this than I am. It's an acid blade too. be able to get rid of that.
Taste the pain!
Elven Tomb. Not expect this. No. Too excited to talk. Maybe the point was to trigger the traps so these would have risen up and we could have dealt with them. Now we're constantly too excited to do anything. Okay. This large pillar is covered with strange runes. Visitor, hear my words as you stand at the tomb of Gilendil the Wise, Hierophant of the Morning Shade. Orcs, dragons, and demons from the outer planes formed an alliance and attacked Mithranor. Many heroes answered the elven call for help and fought at their side in the epic battle of Mithranor. When the battle was over, Mithranor had fallen and the forces of light were scattered and defeated. This was the time when Gilendil took responsibility for some of homeless elves and led them to their new home, deep within the bounds of Comanthor. He built a new home, a more humble settlement on the top of a hill, and called it Sildanum, new home. There was a time when this world was young, when these lands were peaceful and rich. It was the time when the Seldarine were united and Corellan Larethian had just begun to create the elven race. It was then that a small group of elves sprung from Corellian Larentia's blood itself found home in these woods, later known as the Forest of Comanthor. And as the elven civilization climaxed in building Mithranor, evil spread in the lands around. Even the Seldarine found themselves betrayed by one of their most trusted, Araushni, the darkly beautiful consort of Corellan Laurentian, allied with the evil gods Gaunadaur and Malar, and tried to invade Arvandor. Civil war raged between the followers of Araushni and those of the other Seldarine. At the end, there was no winner. Araushni and both of her children, namely Veyran and Ilastri, were forced to flee into the depths of the Underdark, taking their followers with them. Since that day, the elven race remains divided. Tombs, runestones. But the creation of the mythal left Gilendil as a mere shade of his former being. Too much of his powers were consumed by the spells he had to use in the creation process. And as he faded away, his people created this tomb to keep his memory. Rest in harmony and peace, Gilendil, hierophant of the morning shade, wise leader and sage, friend and advisor. Many winters came and went, but even in the seclusion new threats did arise. Ilithiri, followers of the dreaded Arashni, found their way back to the surface. And once again Gilendil led his people in their defenses. Humans found their way into the deep forest, and again Gilendil convinced them to live in harmony with their surroundings. Centuries came and went, and all those times were golden and peaceful. More than 400 winters had passed when the Ilithiri launched a new assault to the surface. This time they came with numbers, launching assault after assault at Sildanam. Soon it was obvious that those attacks were meant to establish an outpost on the surface. This was one thing Elendil would never allow them to do. But with every dark elf they killed, two more came back to attack again. Against those odds, Sildanam could not stand alone. And again it was wise old Gilendil to find help for his people. The sage found friends in this Svirfnebeling of the Underdark, the dwarves of the Undermountain, and the humans of the plains. Together the Alliance of Light set up their defenses and defeated the Ilithiri. Every race had its part in this victory. The Svirfnebeling built a stronghold deep in the Underdark to protect the path to the surface. The dwarves constructed a maze to protect the exit to the surface. Yeah, that was a sucky maze. The humans fought against the Ilithiri in the darkness and the light, and founded a number of settlements to protect the exit to the surface. And Gilendil and his men put all their effort and power in the creation of an artifact of great power, Mythal, to protect their allies against all the foul magic of the Ilithiri. Elven Spectre. Deadly unsure. El Bailo. Like a floating weapon. Yeah, we should have no trouble here. See if we can interact with the weapon before starting any kind of looting process. Elendil the Wise. Drow, you dare to defile this place with your presence. I will destroy you. I believe that. Impossible. Well, that sucks.
You are not worthy!
And to damage the weapon. Yeah, this is progressing just fine. Tough opponent, but we're hitting it constantly. So it will go down. Sometimes you can just dispel these kind of opponents. Because it's basically a sword, it's not moving on its own. So a good dispel probably kills it right then and there. Yeah. Impossible in name only. El Bailo. +3. Ooh. And it has some kind of unique power. Lesser Ion Stone, Scarlet and Blue. Raises your intelligence by 2 when active. Armor of light, so that's pretty useful to me. Whatever. Nothing. Constitution by 2 when active. You basically can use a single iron stone at once, but it lasts quite a bit. It might even last an entire day. So basically choose which kind of a attribute upgrade you're gonna take from that. 2 potions of heal. Where are you going? Right. Pathfinding. Aslufarund Elven Chain. +3 damage reduction, so it's a little bit of damage. It's not particularly good. The problem with the damage reduction +1 is that any magical item basically just cuts through it. It's worthless at this point. Robe of Master. Spell sequencer, very good. Not useful for me, but probably the best thing a mage could have. Okay, so we've identified everything. What is Elabilo? Will act as a temporary henchman. Okay, but how can I get it now?
Fall in step as you should. Follow.
Gonna follow me? No. So at least we know what it does. It's not particularly good sword. But it's something we can use if we're in a tight spot, I suppose. Nice place to visit, but mostly worthless for us. What are these ropes? I need to use one of them without a doubt. Worn ladder. Worn ladder leads to a trapdoor above. Let's levitate. So worse. Fun. Thing here. Humans.
Have at me! You cannot
As well summon reinforcements at this point. Guard Captain. Okay, none of these are particularly tough.
fall before me!
Let's go, let's go. No. We're surrounded by humans. Let's quickly run into this tower ahead. Yep. Use the pipe. The pipe.
Better than you have fallen before me! You cannot win!
Yeah, that should turn the tide to our favor.
The fury!
I'm saving the last one in case we encounter a lot of unexpected trouble from some direction.
Better than you have fallen before me! You'll find your death here!
Full plate +2. Why not? It's fast. It's better than normal full plate. And then what?
Hello.
Good work, Belaya. This is their main tower, the inner circle of their defense. What will you do now? I will stay here and open a portal to get some reinforcements. Follow a Alcronal to secure the rest of the tower. Okay. Then explore. Move it, move it. Ah. Doors have opened. Ready your weapons and attack at will. Fire at will, Commander. Guard Captain Swordman.
I'll have your life.
Guard Captain. Right. Prayer should do.
You'll find your death here.
Debuff them, buff our own guys.
You'll find your death here.
I don't think the losses matter at all. I'm certainly not gonna worry about them. Basement, second floor. We might as well at this. Oh shit. Crap. Combat dummies. Basic armor. Edit. And barracks. I just want to get an idea of what we could expect from looting these. Yep. Not gonna bother with that shit. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say both have their equipment and nothing really interesting. Ooh, shit. Median soldiers, apparently. Ah, yes. I like this spell. There was supposed to be a fight here, but then there wasn't. We had a... Yes. You're alive. I'll pull some spell. Maybe. It could be a succubus. It's not powerful in the sense that we could just rely on it to do the fighting. But it might be something that can do very, very annoying things to other people. It's also a bit worrisome, because if it's something like a succubus, it'll throw the goddamn... whatchamacallit, black tentacles, and then everything turns to shit.
I'll have your life.
Probably a key to be had there somewhere, but doesn't really matter. I'm guessing this is more about delaying a tactic, so you can't just move on to the top floor without fighting some of the enemies. Oh shit. I'm not gonna die.
life!
Night of the Vigilant One. Pico Griffin's Bane. Now we're seeing some real tough guys. And I'm not kidding about that, they seem very, very dangerous. Paladins. Hopefully we can get rid of the fighters before he joins the fight.
You cannot win! You cannot win! Taste the pain!
No, he seems to be content just standing there doing nothing.
Die, unworthy foe!
We probably have to kill him in a fairly straightforward fight.
Die, unworthy!
If he's a paladin, his saving throws are so high that we pretty much have no hope of bypassing them with any spell.
Die, unworthy foe!
He's not gonna even defend himself. Yeah, I think get this. Now he's doing something. I'm guessing his combat AI is doing basically in some kind of support mode. Faster soul. Can't identify any of this shit. Elamite ceremonial armor. It's usable. Acid resistance. It's +3 heavy armor. It's a weight reduction. Taking everything you have. The Guardian. Lesser dispelling. Usable by us. Helm of the Bishop. Yeah, basically extra clerical spells versus one bonus clerical spell. That's better. Probably get our new shield here. Yep. I don't see a downside to this. Maybe into combat. Nice. Not sure why I'm even storing the weapon. We can't possibly use it. Anywho, we should have gotten a few extra spell slots out of that. We aren't really using these, but Sanctuary, sure. More disarm traps. No, 3 is good enough. No. We really don't have any other way of dealing with traps, and you can find a lot of traps. Maybe more searing light. Cliff of warning. Warning. Hmm. Find the stiffness. It's not a bad thing at all. It's another way of basically playing a non-warrior out of a fight. So what do we need to do? I really don't want to go and smash those chests. Maybe we can do without it. Third floor. Night of the Vigilant One. Might as well try to secure the floor before moving on. Storage room. Okay.
Die,
Back with
unworthy
you!
foe!
It's a door, you don't need to threaten it. Okay, how many floors does this horrible place have? Baron Frederick. Library. Yeah. Don't actually have a lot of choice about where we need to go.
Die, unworthy foe!
Okay.
I'll have your life!
Bravo soldiers. What? Oh no! Didn't I tell you to stand guard downstairs?
I'll have your life!
I'll teach you to disobey my orders.
Die, unworthy foe! I'll have your life!
Who the hell is constantly shouting? Now you wimp are the one behind this all? Why do you attack us, friend? I have no interest in you and your miserable people.
Die, unworthy foe! Die! Die, unworthy foe!
I want the Mythal Stone. What is a Mythal Stone? We have no such things. Don't try to fool me. Why should you fight so hard against us if not to protect the Elven artifact? Because it's their castle and you're an invader? Now what an irony. You think we protect an Elven stone? If we had such a weapon we would have used it against you. But my ancestor was the leader of the human knights who helped the other races to defeat the Drow centuries ago. The elves installed a powerful artifact to protect this area from your foul magic. But this is long ago now, and they left soon after your defeat and took this artifact with them.
Taste the pain!
Tell me,
I'll have
where did
your
they
life.
go? They didn't tell. They left and never came back. This cannot be. Your people will suffer until I have the information I seek.
I'll have your life! Taste the pain!
My people have suffered enough. Promise me to leave in peace and I will tell you all I know.
Die, unworthy foe!
Sounds much better. I have no interest in blood. Looks like I have no choice but to trust your word. You know your situation well, human. Tell me about the elves. You must believe we don't know where those elves went.
Die,
Don't
unworthy
try to
foe!
play fools with me, human. Yes, we are in Cormanthor. There are many other elven stones nearby.
I'll have your life!
What do you say? When the great elven city of myth, Draenor, was destroyed centuries ago, many of its outposts still remained intact. They had many outposts in these woods, one of them not far from here. And this outpost still holds one of those elven stones after all those years. This area is very secluded. The elves kept it as some kind of a holy monument. Should I believe that your words are true? Now you are the one to place trust in me. I have underestimated you.
I'll have your life! Die, unworthy foe!
I like people of your kind, human. You will come with us and lead the way to this monument. If we find such an elven stone there, you are free to go. If not... The soldiers ready. We will leave this place immediately.
Die, unworthy foe!
And our stupid spider is preventing them from progressing. Yeah, It's blocking the sage's way so it can't get to us. Can I go with it?
I greet you in the name of Mistra.
foe!
The Baron leaves Thriander and the other drow outside his castle. You can see that only a few human soldiers are left, and they are no match for your well-armed force of drow. Baron raises his voice and gives orders to drop weapons. All humans obey without a
I'll have
word,
your
but
life.
you can see the hatred burn in their eyes as they let you pass. The Baron seems to stick to his word as he goes ahead, leading Thriander's group deeper and deeper into the forest. This would have been a good chance to get away, but where would you go? And I have prepared chapter 5 and want to continue the story now. I'm honored to hear that. Give me just a few seconds to prepare. Hours have passed since the Baron has led Thriander's forces into the forest of Cormantor. After a short while you realize that you lost every sense of direction and every track. You feel completely lost. Anyways, the humans never look back and they never hesitate in their steps, as if they would know exactly where to go. As time passes and the moon descends to the tree tops, Thriander calls for a stop to have some word with his guides. Human, the night is almost over and we have traveled far. Where is this elven monument? This is the river Dwarfhamper. We must follow its way to the east and then enter the forest to the north. I warn you, you will not see the sun again if we don't reach it this night. Okay, 11 archers. Are they any good? Oh shit, they're attacking from all over the place. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, it's an ambush. Don't have enough strength to really move around. Do we... Yeah, should just dump something.
There is no...
Just get the fuck out.
Better than you have fallen before me!
Yeah, these cells are very, very good, in fact. Please be a fuck, it's a succubus. That's a problem, in fact. I just wanted to know what it was. Racers of archery. Seven court bow. It's only better than the. Actually, I don't have arrows for this. So let's just leave it. Take the potions though.
Well met.
You are alive. Are they behind you? I don't think so. They didn't follow me when I ran off. What a race. They slaughtered Threander and his men just like cattle. This area is their home, while it is alien to us. We had no chance against their arrows. I saw Threander fall. This disastrous hunt for the mythal dies with him. What do we do now? I don't think that Lolth will accept a failure in her tests. We are still entangled in her webs. This undertaking has failed. We are nothing but mercenaries. The Spider Queen sent me visions and told me to find the artifact. I cannot return with empty hands. Why did she send us to this abandoned place? Why didn't she collect the artifact herself with her divine powers? If Weaven is dead and we had to throw ourselves into the arms of those heretics, do you see any divine plan in that? This is a test. Only the strongest will pass. Doubtfully. Lol's influence ends with the exit of to the surface. She has no power over us anymore. You may be right, but we will be under her reign again if we return to the Underdark. We must find a way to please her. Hush! Somebody is moving somewhere behind those plants. We must leave this area. Lead on, and I will make the rear. Okay. What kind of rear are we going to be making? Either way. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Now it seems all our leaders have been slaughtered, so how do we proceed? We're vastly outnumbered, so something new has to pop up.